Hey guys, I am back to do part 2 of behind the scenes of my collection. In the first video I forgot to include our diorama, probably the most notable part of my collection from our videos. This is where all the action takes place. So, I can't believe I forgot to include this. But anyways, it's not like you haven't seen this before. You've seen most of it, just not all in one shot like this. Usually it's mainly over here on this end, in the old rundown garage that I call like the abandoned garage on Route 66. And then sometimes we'll have like Ron's auto sales and then the toy store setting here or the Mini GT parking lot and such. Sometimes we'll do the videos here in front of Mr.Norms. Usually when it's a Mopar unboxing, we'll do the video right here. And very rarely, but occasionally, I will do the video from this end of the table. But as you know, I complain a lot from doing it at this end. I did our Volvo, this guy right here, at this end of the table. And it just is kind of awkward working from this end because my right arm is kind of confined next to the dealership and it feels much freer here because it's kind of radiused on the edge of the table, so I don't even have the corner in my way, so it's much more comfortable working from this end when you're right-handed. So anyways, let's go ahead and just get a close-up overview of this. You guys have had a tour of the diorama before, but it's always evolving and changing, so I will give you a closer look. And actually, there's going to be a sneak peek of this 47 Ford, I think, COE from Jada, the for sale edition. I'm going to be unboxing a few of those cars in a week or so. And one of them I did an early unboxing on to take some Instagram pics with Christine. I was kind of referring to this old cab over. It looks like Jeeper Creepers truck, but with a slide back instead of like a box truck back. So I was like making fun of the situation if Jeepers Creepers drove a tow truck. That's what it would look like. And I put Christine on the back because that would be his most likely customer, I would say. So that's why this is there. And then Ethan came to say hi. He is helping me today. Say hi, Ethan.
Okay.
Okay, Ethan. So there we are back to the garage. And there is an old Buick Skylark over there with some old performance parts boxes and a old Charger hood setting next to it. There's a guy doing a tune-up on an old 65 Chevelle, maybe even just trying to get it started from not running for such a long time. Then there is a Challenger project car from Green Light, an Olds, Hurst Olds actually, from Johnny Lightning, Joe Dirt's Daytona, and then your Daytona from M2, and then back here is the 57 Chrysler from M2, and I've added a cow to my diorama too. So he's back there now. An ox or a cow, I'm not sure what it is. Then you have the old beat-up 65 Chevy pickup towing a custom Auto World Challenger beater that I made because the paint was screwed up on this one, so I kind of gave it a weathered look and put it in the old garage scene. So it worked out pretty well. This is supposed to be at the corner of Grand and Spaulding. So that's why I have this road here that represents, I don't know, like what the dealership would have really looked like in Chicago on the corner here. Then driving down the road, you have an old 35 or 36 Ford Straight Rod, better known as Neat Streeter from Hot Wheels. Then you have the Boulevard Hot Wheels Hudson Hornet. That's actually the first appearance of the Hudson Hornet from Hot Wheels. Then there's a square body there and an F100 towing an old Indian motorcycle. Couple guys working on an old RT convertible, 67 to be exact, and just now noticing that I have another figure in the dumpster. Sometimes I put stuff in there to store it, and now it looks like there's a dead body in the dumpster. So yeah, that was not supposed to be in there. I just now noticed it. So anyways, honestly, the guys in the garage, you're not killing people and throwing them in the dumpster. So there's some darts, a demon, some 71 B bodies on the front row. Then on the roof of the dealership, I kind of use it as a storage shelf now for some cars in transparent display cases like the Tootsie Roller that I was supposed to show you the other day but kind of overlooked because I totally overlooked the diorama. Then there is the Tarmac Volvo that we just unboxed on Monday. And then we have the C10 back here, which we've taken a look at quite a few times, but I will slide him out of the case, or out of the box, so you can see him. It's kind of in a nice like jewelry box thing, if you remember when we did the unboxing of it. So that's where he stays. And then we have the roof comes off the showroom. I didn't turn the lights on, forgot to do that for you guys, but I could take the roof off and it will show you a much better view than just the lights. So I did put the Michelin guy in here as a display piece. Then there's an old pop machine. Then a guy standing there that could maybe represent Norman Cross himself. Then you have the old gas pump and workbench, which are actually green machine pieces from like Hobby Exclusive and GL Muscle green machine sets. Another Mr.Norms poster above that bay window. The garage used to have some really nice lighting in it, but they quit working shortly after I got this garage. I'm not sure what happened, and unfortunately the roof does not lift off the garage area, so I cannot get in there to diagnose what the problem is. So, looking through the front window, you can see the 71 Dart Swinger, the front of the 69 Daytona, your 70 Super B, and then there's a 70 Challenger, your 71 Demon, which would probably represent like a GSS, the tri-power that Norm would put on these cars in 71. Then in 72, they started putting the centrifugal supercharger from Paxton on them. So that was your difference with the Mr.Norms GSS. It had the tri-power in 71, and then it had the centrifugal supercharger from Paxton in 72. The darts, though, over here, the 69s, were to represent the 69 GSS from Mr. Norm, which could have had a 383 in it, or even a 440 if he was installing the motor at the dealership. So coming around the front and to the other side, you have your Mr.Norms Grand Spaulding Dodge symbols in the windows and such. Then you have a line of 70 and 71 E bodies, Challengers, a salesman and a woman looking at a TA, and then you have a couple of B bodies back here, 70 Charger, 67 RT hardtop, and then a 69 Dodge Daytona. Then you have one of the mechanics back here working on a supercharged Hemi or 440 that may actually eventually go into that Daytona, something that Mr. Norms is well noted for, building performance engines for Mopars. Then you have your 56 Dodge COE delivering a couple of new 71s and a couple leftover 70s. I always say that the dealership is set up to represent like a spring of 71 or fall of 70, like whenever the 70s were being phased out and the 71s were coming in. Then moving to the last building, this is the toy store where it resides at all the time, with your green light mail truck, the mailman delivering mail there with the mailbox. What's cool, that mailbox actually comes with the mail truck. The mailman actually is green light too, but he came with a mail USPS Jeep. Then this is your Terminator police car, and then a couple of police officers. Not sure who makes those, I kind of forget. Then you have your green light D100 from the Truck Jamboree set. Then an Auto World square body with a couple of guys standing there talking with a German Shepherd in the bed. There is the Hunter Monaco, kind of doing some undercover work, I guess, sitting next to the building. Then there's a guy in here that's from the Truck Jamboree set too, waving at the public. So, this is overall the diorama, guys. And I actually put it away. I was going to show you the box of stuff we have still for unboxing, but we don't have it out here where we can see it. So anyways, there's like 40 or 50 cars in there that we still yet have to unbox, and then we still have things pre-ordered and coming. So just wanted to kind of give you an overview of this and give you a look at it as part 2 of behind the scenes. So I think this does wrap up about 95% of the collection. This and the video from yesterday. The only other things I have not shown you, which you've seen already, are my team transporters, except for the variants you've seen in the first video. The other team transporters are in an area that is really hard to get to, that's displayed. And then the stuff we haven't unboxed yet. So I'm going to say you probably got a 95% look at everything. Kind of going back and forth here on an overview of the diorama to give you that bird eye perspective on it. So that's it, guys. That is everything in the collection. And like I mentioned in the previous video, this actually statistically is my 200th episode as we speak. But this is actually a continuation of number 199. So you have like 199A and this is 199B. So anyways, I want to make Monday's video a little more exclusive, iconic, whatever you want to call it, but it's going to be a Mini GT Monday, my 200th episode. I am going to bring out all the Mini GT cars that we've unboxed for the past year, and it's almost my 1-year anniversary too. I started, I think, the 3rd week of January in 2020 with my diecast channel, so it's a very iconic Monday. So it'll mark almost 1 year. We'll go ahead and say it's our 1-year anniversary, our 200th episode, and we will be unboxing 4 Mini GT cars, 2 old ones, 2 newer ones, and taking a look back at all of the Mini GT stuff we've unboxed over the past year. So make sure you tune back in for that, guys. If you have not subscribed yet, please remember to do so. Please give me a thumbs up. Please share the video and tell your friends about my channel. So enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I will see you on Monday. Thanks for watching.